She was a cultural icon, a national treasure, and our forever golden girl. Welcome to E.T. Remembers Betty White.
We were all so excited to celebrate her 100th birthday, which was just 17 days away. You know, we dedicated the entire show to Betty on Friday, but we've got even more memories in our E.T. vault to share as we learn new details about Betty's final days. You are a woman who loves to work. What is it that makes you want to come to work every single day?
Oh, I'm so lucky to be in this business. I never take it for granted.
You are the most remarkable woman in the business.
Who? No, I'm the luckiest old broad in the business.
E.T. checked in with Betty just 2 weeks ago. She was upbeat, feeling good, and amazed by the idea of turning 100. This was the last time she was spotted out in public. Betty was all smiles, running errands in January of 2020, the day before her 98th birthday. As for her final days, well, Betty had been keeping it low-key during the pandemic. E.T. spoke with two of her confidants, Jeff Witches, her longtime friend and agent, and producer Steve Batcher, who was working with Betty on a new documentary.
She actually passed away at home, and I think she was just living her best life, and that's what we want for Betty White.
She was basically healthy. I was over there at the house a number of times, and we enjoyed playing gin rummy together. Now, I will say, her mind was sharp.
Rumor was that she didn't want to be in L.A. in her Brentwood home. She wanted to be in Carmel at the home she built with her late husband.
If Betty White wanted to go to Carmel, she would go to Carmel. I mean, she was in control of her life. She was very comfortable.
Just last month, Betty told E.T. our show felt like home to her, and our interviews like a visit with a good friend.
Are you ever going to retire?
No, of course not.
I don't think so.
Why? You work for the things you really believe in.
This was our last sit down with Betty. In 2017, she was 95 years young at the time.
What is the secret to your longevity?
Blessed with good health, really good health. I love a cocktail. I love peanut butter and jelly and stuff, but I don't abuse the things that I know. If you're blessed with this good health, you should take advantage of it.
Another life secret? Betty said, quote, "See the funny side, not the downside. I get bored with people that complain. It's such a waste of time." Batcher last saw Betty in late December. He was helping her film a shout out to her fans for Betty White, a celebration.
It's the last video she did 10 days before she passed away. She wanted to thank her fans sincerely from the bottom of her heart.
And while her beloved fans may have feared her passing, Betty was not afraid of dying.
It's lovely to think there is something we don't know. As a human race, we have learned so much and we've gained so much knowledge, but that's something nobody knows what happens afterwards. It's a secret.
You know, I first came to E.T., they sent me to interview Betty, and I was like, ooh, I better talk loud and slowly. No. Betty was smart as a whip, quick, so quick.
She got you together.
Oh, she got me together. I was a little nervous because I was like, she's a little bit faster than I am. Now, Betty was also considered a barrier breaker, too.
Indeed, she was. She continues to hold the Guinness Book of World Records for the entertainer with the longest TV career, yes, of all time. And you know that career spanned 8 decades. Betty was born in 1922. Sliced bread was invented in 1928. So you could say Betty truly was the greatest thing since sliced bread. Betty started working in radio right after graduating from high school, and then Hollywood came calling.
I started back in 1949, and I was on a daytime talk show 5.5 hours a day, 6 days a week, live.
When she co-hosted the variety series Hollywood on Television, the show was criticized for featuring black tap dancer Arthur Duncan. Betty stood up and responded, quote, "I'm sorry, live with it," and gave Duncan more airtime.
Well, I might have known neither one of us could pass that little old lady with a basket full of puppies.
In 1952, Betty headlined her first TV sitcom, Life with Elizabeth, and was one of Hollywood's first female producers. She also received her very first Emmy nod for her acting on the show.
Was that so?
She would go on to earn a total of 21 nominations and 5 Emmy wins. She won her first 2 for playing Sue Ann Nevins on The Mary Tyler Moore Show.
Oh, come on! sure turned my career around. Sue Ann came in, you know, and just caused a little havoc.
Spies. Things that are mysterious. Thieves. Things that are undercover. Sneaky.
And when she wasn't acting, Betty just loved appearing on game shows.
I like it because it's mental exercise. I think instead of just sitting there blurry-eyed watching something else happen, you can't resist a game show if you're a game player at all.
She would garner an entire new generation of fans as Ditzy Rose Nyland in The Golden Girls, and also appeared in the short-lived spin-off The Golden Palace with Rue McClanahan and Estelle Getty.
It's amazing. I have not seen chemistry like this work, well, frankly, since the 4 Golden Girls got together.
Betty just loved making audiences laugh and even tried out dramedy, guest starring on Ally McBeal as Ally's psychotherapist.
We had the best time. Callista is really some piece of talent.
In the 2000s, Betty continued to break barriers and relish in new challenges.
How lucky can you get? So, do I get the job? I've got a recurring role on Boston Legal that I think that's another dream that I didn't expect.
Betty flexed her dramatic skills playing James Spader's secretary from 2005 through 2008. During that time, she also guest starred on The Bold and the Beautiful.
I'm sorry for everything. Soap opera is completely different to anything I've ever done before. It is I, Grandma Annie. Oh.
In 2009, the then 87-year-old cemented her career resurgence with this scene-stealing role in The Proposal.
Let's see if we can find your boobs. They're in there somewhere.
Oh my God, she's a national treasure. I mean, we don't have enough time for me to spew enough love for Betty White.
Ryan Reynolds paid tribute to his on-screen grandma, tweeting, quote, "The world looks different now." In a statement to E.T., Sandra Bullock says, quote, "I'll have to buy some rose-colored glasses because Betty was that for all of us."
Sandra. They never made one like Sandra. Talented, beautiful, funny.
The pair stayed close, and when Sandy presented Betty with a Life Achievement honor at the SAG Awards, Betty roasted her as only Betty could.
Isn't it heartening to see how far a girl as plain as she is can go?
She also went viral in 2010 thanks to this classic Super Bowl Snickers ad.
You're playing like Betty White out there.
That's not what your girlfriend said. Today at the function, the waitress brought me a plate with a Snickers bar. I'm here tonight because you wanted me to be.
That same year, at the age of 88, Betty became the oldest person ever to host SNL. She got the gig after fans campaigned for her on Facebook.
I didn't know what Facebook was. And now that I do know what it is, it sounds like a huge waste of time.
She's America's sweetheart still, and she's a comic genius.
She won her 5th Primetime Emmy for that episode. A month after SNL, her sitcom with Valerie Bertinelli, Hot in Cleveland, premiered.
So what are you, like 100?
I don't like you. All of a sudden, things kind of exploded, and I'm just riding the wave and having a wonderful time.
And 2018 marked Betty's final TV appearance. She got a standing ovation while honored at the Emmys.
It's incredible that I'm still in this business, that I'm still, and you are still putting up with me.